We're here at Comic-Con San Diego 2018. I'm here with Sam Liu. Hi, how are you doing today?
Hi, good, thanks.
Okay, good. I wanted to ask you, what was the driving force in revisiting the storyline?
I think, to be quite candid, I think it's like Mike Carlin, I think, really has. He was the original editor for the story, and I think, just sort of revisiting it, I think a lot of, maybe it's because of the fans, I think, again, I worked on the original Doomsday. I think, like a lot of fans wanted to see the, I don't know what you would say, like the complete story, maybe, the death, and also sort of the reign of the Superman as well. And so, I think a lot of the decision on doing this was to basically tell those two stories. And so, this is going to be the first part, and there's going to be the second part, which deals with the sort of the four other Supermen that sort of come after his death and his ultimate return.
So it'd be fair to say that we have a completely different timeline from Doomsday.
Yes, completely. Yeah, this one is actually part of a lot of the DTVs that we've been doing under James has been in this sort of continuity where the stories connect. And so this is sort of done in that continuity. So it's not a standalone sort of isolated story on its own.
You have some of the most faithful fans out there in the world. Did you get any backlash when the title was released?
I think we always, and I think that's the sort of blessing and the curse of what we do, is because, I think everybody knows that we're going to do basically a story based off of iconic graphic novels. We've done it in the past. We've tried to be as faithful as possible, say like a Batman Year One, and you can never please everybody because like some people loved it and some people hated it. You know what I mean? And so I think either way you can't really win. But as far as just I think creative decisions, again, this is just my opinion, but me making something that's already pre-existing and I'm trying to do it shot by shot kind of thing. It's a puzzle and a challenge within itself. But it's not really a lot of fun. Do you know what I mean? So for me, I have a lot more fun when we're able to sort of, take a story and sort of put in how I felt about it when I read it, or the aspects of that, or reading about things and seeing how people their insight on it, or sort of how they reacted to it. So, something like Year One again is just like it's a story that's been mined to death, right? Like. You've seen it in movies, you've seen all these things, and so when you tell the original story within itself, it's not all that interesting because again, you've seen it in other things, So again, it's just like I think as a fan, when Death of Superman first came out, you accept it for where it is in the line of as where it is in comics and stuff like that. But I think since it's been so removed now, that putting the change that we have done, like putting in the iconic, Justice League group. I think it only makes sense. So for the people that are new to it and stuff like that, they're not watching the people that represent the Justice League, but really they're Justice League International. You know what I mean? They're not the iconic Trinity, and So I'm sorry, I went off on a little tangent there.
That's okay. More than welcome. Have a wonderful time.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you.